Damn. Why is this not working? Yo. Fine. Fine. Okay, cool. Cool. Now I will try to set up Comfy UI. Create a virtual environment. Okay. I will use UV to install Comfy UI on Linux. Python. UV Python. Okay, do I have pip? Do I have pip installed? No, I don't have it. Ah, here. Okay. What? Small text. Control plus. Okay. Okay, that's the correct shortcut. Why don't I have pip? I thought that's a default installer. Pip install pip. What is this inception? Okay, let's go with this script. I can use curl. UV none. Okay, term. Which UV? Fine. Okay, I got UV, so now I can try to install ComfyUI, cd to optional, and I can git clone it here. Wait, I made a system. Oh, I made a system reset. I actually reinstalled my whole Linux, and there I had SSH keys to my repositories. Shoot! I knew I was forgetting something. Whatever. Now it's too late. Okay, let me install those. Okay, sudo apt install for free. Yep. This pip there. Okay, now I should be able to. Okay. Mistake. And good, I didn't do it. I need to install a virtual environment from UV to install all the packages. Scope. First steps. Install Python, UV Python to install the latest Python version. Just. But which Python version is supported by ComfyUI? Is there like command like UV Python list? Okay. So I have CPython version 3.12 and the newest is 3.15, but which version of Python is supported by ComfyUI? Virtual environment. I don't want Miniconda. No, I don't want nightly. Start the application. Pull the right system. You need to ensure that the current pane is the ComfyUI version interface depending to the system level Python. Okay, not that. Portable manual install. Example structures. Config for your ComfyUI, blah 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 blah. System requirements. Okay, so Python 3.13 and Python 3.14. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. UV Python install 3.13. Great. Now I have install viewing Python needs automatic Python downloads. No. The latest version on demand. For example, this Python version is the following list before creating new. Okay, so I can create a virtual environment UVVN. Great. And now I would like to run in scripts using tools, integration. Features, Python, add removed, run, rebuild, publish. Okay. Remove flock, build, publish. Remove. Okay, so just UV pip install. UV pip install, okay, manual and local. I want to go install this stuff. Well, it's good I have now a faster internet since like 2 weeks, no, 1.5 week time. So downloading few gigs of packages is not a problem, but usually when you have 25 megabytes of download speed, it's a terrible pain to download and install anything. That's what I have here. Can close GIMP for now. OBS can be running. Great. Okay, now I can install the packages required from Comfy UI, but I just need to go to the repository, UV pip install R, great, and another few gigabytes of Python packages just to make it work. Let's see. Cool. So UV Python main.py, not py. How can I run it? It's Python run, or it's pip. That's tools, run a command in the project environment. So I should probably run. Okay. Using creating virtual .vf, trace by more recent assets. Okay. Why SQL Alchemy not installed? SQL Alchemy. Okay. Installed package. UV pip installed. Pip list. What is happening now? What is happening now? Pip3. main.py. No, that's the same output. I want to check. I want to check. I want to check. That is .vn. Okay, let's install SQL Alchemy. UV main. File log. Cut requirements. So something. sure. Command scripts. First step, features, Python install. UV Python list. Key CPython. UV Python pin 3.13. UV3. Okay, so okay, source VM being active. And now I can do UV run main. Still no. Oh, not this one. I didn't want to exit that. UV. Log export format check to Python. No cache quiet. No. No. I don't want to replace it. Inspect. You will be pleased. Huh. people list. Okay, finally. And UV pip install the requirements text. Finally. Okay, now I have it. Now I have comfy UI. Oh, there's a 3D model option. API. Trees, but okay. Let's check this.
Instead of spending hours on 3D modeling, you can use AI to transform 2D images into full 3D models for free using Comfy UI and the Honeyline 3D model. You can then import the generated model into any 3D software and tweak it further for projects like animation, game development, and even 3D printing. In this video, I will walk you through the entire process from setting everything up to getting the best results. Before moving on, I noticed that many of you watching are not subscribed, so if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure you subscribe and support the channel by liking this video. I create these tutorials based on your requests, so feel free to suggest specific topics in the comments. To get started, you first need to install Comfy UI. I've made a dedicated video guide for this, so if this is your first time using it, watch that video first. You'll also need to install the Honeyline 3D wrapper nodes, which is an extension that runs on top of Comfy UI. While there is a guide available, it might be a bit overwhelming, so I will walk you through it step by step. If you encounter any issues with these nodes,
Okay, whatever. Maybe I'll just set up Comfy UI for today. Comfy UI manager. Installation. Okay. So UV pip install Comfy UI. Oh. Which Comfy? So let me do it again. The option Comfy, which Comfy? We run Comfy. Confiscare, okay. Turn the server down and let me try. What have I done? Restore video. Hope I didn't blow it up. Okay, it's all here. So I guess I'll just go with the manual step. Is it like this? Maybe cloning the repository will be just as easy. Oh, the cats are having fun. Okay.
check the Issues tab for existing solutions. You can also get help from our friendly Discord community, and I will leave a link to that down below. To install the Honeywell 3D wrapper nodes, open your ComfyUI folder, navigate to Custom Nodes, select the folder path, replace it with CMD, and press Enter. In the command window, type git clone and paste the Honeywell 3D wrapper link, and press Enter to download the nodes. Besides that, you will need to install a few dependencies. Return to your ComfyUI portable folder and repeat the process. Select the folder path, delete it, type CMD, and press Enter to open the command window, and paste this command line, which I will put in the description box, and then press Enter. After that command is executed, paste the second command, also in the description box, and hit Enter to complete the installation. Before creating 3D models, you will need to download the Honeywell 3D model file. I will provide a link to this page below. Find the Save Tensors file, right-click the download button, and select Save Link As. In your ComfyUI folder, go to Models, open Diffusion Models, create a new folder named HY3DGen, and save the Honeywell model there. You are now ready to launch ComfyUI. If you've had it installed for a while, make sure it's up to date by going to Manager and clicking Update All. Next, download the Honeywell 3D wrapper workflow from this page, which I will link below, so you can start converting images to 3D models. Simply drag and drop the downloaded file into your ComfyUI interface to load the workflow. If you get a message about missing nodes, go to Manager and select Install Missing Custom Nodes. Install all 4 node groups, each handling a different part of the image to 3D process. I'll guide you.
Okay, not much. Okay, let me check the templates, and again 3D model templates. This API, triple P1 input a text decoration. Okay. Is there like a comparison? Trellis. Triple meshi Juanian triple meshi text model filter triple Juanian image to 3D triple generate from single image. Give me a second, I need to catch up with the cats. Okay, but I don't see
to import your 3D, a brand new open source 3D AR model just dropped called Triple Splat. It generates accurate 3D Gaussian splats from a single image, lets you control exactly how much detail you want, and the best thing is it's entirely free and runs on all systems. Today I'm going to show you how to run it in ComfyUI, how good the results really are, and how it compares to Trans 2. And the best part, there are no installation scripts needed, no custom nodes, no dependencies. It's natively built inside ComfyUI and probably the easiest 3D AR setup I've ever shown on this channel. So let's get into it. Alright, so what is Triple Splat exactly? If you have been following this channel, you know tools like Trellis 2 that generates 3D meshes from 2D images and generate like triangles, vertices, the kind of 3D model you would then basically use in Blender or a game in. Triple Splat is here a bit different because Triple Splat generates Gaussian splats. You can compare to a sculpture made of clay basically, because it has a solid surface and you can touch and reshape it directly. A Gaussian splat is a bit different because it's more like a photograph made of thousands of tiny colored dots floating in 3D space. From any angle it looks quite photoreal, but there's no solid surface underneath. This doesn't mean that we can't use Gaussian splats in production. It's great for prototyping, also to visualize 3D scenes, and is especially used in virtual reality and augmented reality. The great thing is as well that I'm going to show you a ComfyUI workflow which directly generates your Gaussian splats into a 3D mesh that you can then import into Blender. And I'm going to show you now exactly how to set it up and what you need to take care of. basically, when we are on the website, on the GitHub page of TripleSplat, you will basically see here that as a first thing we have an MIT license, which is really great because this basically means that we can use it commercially. It was released by the Triple team, so huge shout out here to the researcher team of Less AI basically to release it under an MIT license, which basically means it's open source. Super great thing is here as well that it has near to zero dependencies, as you can see here, so it doesn't require transformers, fuses, or any version conflict hell. So it runs basically on any platform, which is of course cool because you can use it then under Windows, Linux, and Mac, as well as then on the NVIDIA GPUs and probably even AMD GPUs, even though I didn't test it yet myself. In case it works for you with AMD, for all the AMD fans in our community, let us know down below if it works for you. So let's get started with the installation. And to set this up front, because you guys are always wondering about how much VRAM it uses, right now it currently stands at default settings around the 8 to 9 GB VRAM mark to generate the Gaussian splat as well as the video and the generated mesh out of the Gaussian splat. So definitely keep that in mind while working with it. And probably when you choose lower settings, you can run it on even less VRAM, but I think at least 8 GB VRAM are recommended for this workflow. In case you use it on 6 and you get it running, then let us know down below. So to get started is you can either use like ComfUI desktop, you can also use ComfUI portable default, or you use ComfUI easy install, which I usually use in my videos. In case you would like to set up ComfUI easy install, I will have a direct link down below for you in the video description. To set it up now is super easy. Alright,
Okay, so how should I run the workflow?
Only thing you need to do is that you go here to the templates tab over here, then you can search here Triple, and then make sure that you scroll down, and then you will see here basically Triple Splat image to Gaussian splat. And this is the only workflow we need for this video, so you can directly click on it, and then you will see that a new workflow is opening here with 2 issues that we are going to fix in a second. But basically we have then here our load image node, we have here our create 3D model section where the Gaussian splat is going to be created, then we have here a video that is going to be saved out. It will even create us here a 3D model because it will extract the mesh from our splat and then save it as a 3D model as a GLB file that we're also going to import later on in Blender. Basically to get started is that we need to download our models, and you can do this very easily by checking out the model links that we have over here basically, because you will see that all model links are linked for local users, so you can then directly check out here the model storage location, so where the model should go. You can then directly click on it, and it will lead you then to the model that you can download and then save to the correct ComfUI folder that you see here. Once you have done that, most of the times you only need to hit R, or you can simply restart ComfUI and then it should pop up, and then just make sure that you're choosing here then the model that you will see over here basically, so you can then select it, as well as here you see I downloaded some of them already, as well as here, and do that with every step to make sure that you have them selected and downloaded and set up all of them. Once you then set up all of them, what you can also do is that you go over here, and now we're going to upload our first image that we would like to generate, so we're just clicking on this little sign over here.
I don't think that Triple Splat is the one image to model. Okay, this one looks 3D model.
Here, and then you can upload this image. So I'm going to upload, for example, this one here that you can remember from our Pixar 3D video, where it's basically a small environment, and this is also showing the strength of Triple Splat because it's really good at one-to-one recognition, so it's really accurate with the details we have. So basically, once you have that, all you need to do, everything should be handled by the image to Gaussian splat mode already. Just make sure that you have everything selected here as mentioned, and now you can then start running the workflow. Alright, and then once generated, you will see that the generation time took in total like 152 seconds, with the additional 2 seconds I had by simply enabling this workflow here, this mode by pressing Ctrl and B to enable them, and then to run the workflow again, basically. But you will see basically that we now have our generated mesh over here. So you will see that it captures all the tiny details that we have, for example, this bench over here, as well as the building and tiny details we have also here on the pond, which I think is really amazing to see. And you can also see that it saves us here a video, so you can also play this. You can, by the way, also change the camera angle here in case you would like to see it from a different angle and so on. And the really great thing is, of course, that we can also see here that it extracts us here a 3D model from our Gaussian splat, which is really amazing, of course, because this one we can actually then import into Blender and use for our project basically. And as you can see, this workflow is incredibly fast and delivers really solid results when it comes to that. To import your 3D model is also very easy, so you can go to Blender, for example, then make sure that you go to File, Import, and then you choose here GLB. Then once you're here in GLB, what you can do is that you navigate to your ComfUI folder, and once you're here in your ComfUI folder, just make sure that you go to ComfUI, then Output, then here on 3D, and then as you can see here, we then have our generated Triple Splat file over here. It will be always saved under Output and 3D. Then you can hit here Merge Vertices already and import GLDF, and then you will see that we have our generated mesh over here basically. You will still see that it has sometimes some artifacts around this area here where we get some holes, and that of course the texture itself is not that high res at the moment. Apart from that, you will see that we have here a quite nice representation on our mesh. We can spin around it, and
that's cool, but this is not the thing I was
Trellis 2.0 was just released and marks a huge leap forward in open source 3D AR generation. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to set up Trellis 2 in ComfUI to generate unlimited 3D models with the best open source 3D AR generator out there. In addition to that, I will also show you how to improve your ComfUI settings to generate the best 3D models and AI textures possible, and how Trellis 2 actually compares to other AR models. Having said that, let's dive right into it.
Hopefully this is the one I was looking for,
This is a page kind of Trellis 2, and we have then
because I want to create a 3D model.
We have 4K texturing as well in case you would like that, and we have really high detail in our models, as you can see here. For example, we also have transparent objects that we can have with opacity maps and so on, as well as hard surface objects with a lot of details. And this is really huge because it runs under an MIT license, which basically means that we can use it also commercially. There's just one thing that it's using NV diffrest, so when I spelled it correctly like this one, and this one has a different license, so you just need to check for this one as well if it's allowed to be used commercially. But otherwise, apart from that, everything else is definitely open source, and you can use it for your commercial projects, which is simply amazing. And to show you now, actually, the real good stuff is that we have now a ComfUI wrapper for Trellis 2. And here, really huge shout out as always to Visual Bruno, who did here an amazing job to create this repo in like no time and to set it up for Windows so that we can use it, and it's working really well. And the installation is also quite straightforward, and I will show you this now in detail how to set it up. So first things first, we need to talk about the requirements for this installation. And as you can see already, he stated here already that we need to have access to Facebook Dino version 3 models in order to use Trellis 2. And when we go to this website here, you can see that I have been granted access already. You just need to fill out your information over here, and then usually it just takes a few minutes until you get approved. And once you get approved, you can then download this file over here, the model.save tensor. So we can also quickly download this, and now we can put it in the folder of our choice. And for this one, we need to put it then in our ComfUI folder, and I will quickly navigate there. And once we are here in the ComfUI folder, I'm using here the portable version, but you can also use the desktop version for it, is that we need to go to models, and like this, and then we need to create a new folder actually, which is called Facebook, like this, and then we need to dive into here, and then we need to create another folder, but I will quickly save this here first. Go to save, then I will open this folder, because as you can see here, the folder needs to be named Facebook, and then /dino version 3, and so on, with exactly this naming, so the script can find it later on. So I will just quickly open this folder where I save the file now, so under models, and then Facebook, and here we'll then actually create a new folder, call it dino version 3, and then the rest of it, that is exactly this name, and once it's then downloaded, you see it's then called model.savetensors, and you can just drag and drop it in here. And this is
This might be not compatible for Linux, I guess.
That we're discussing here for the installation with all the comments as well, so you don't get confused and can just follow along step by step with the tutorial and with the PDF guide. And once we have done that, the next requirement is actually that we have a working Python version that works with this ComfUI wrapper, as well as a PyTorch version and CUDA version. And as you can see, he tested this here on Windows 11 with Python 3.11 and Torch 2.7.0 and CUDA 12.8. I also tested it, it's also working with Python 3.12, and I will show you this exactly how to install it with Python 3.12, but otherwise you can also use Python 3.11, and it's tested on Windows 11 so far, but it could potentially also work on Windows 10, but I didn't test it so far and didn't have a chance to. Anyways, what we can do is I will also provide you this ComfUI Windows portable folder here in the video description, because there are a few things we have to be certain about. For once, it's the PyTorch version that we have this one here set up, the Torch 2.7.0 and CUDA 12.8. This will be pre-installed in the folder that I'm providing you. Otherwise, I will also give you the comments in the PDF guide how to set this up for your existing ComfUI, and it will run under Python 3.12. One more thing that is very important to make it run is actually that in the Python embedded folder that we have here a folder called Interlude and libs, because both of them are not provided by default, so it's just important that you copy them over from your Python directory or download it directly through the drive folder that I provide you with. And just as a very important note, I tested the installation so far and the workflow, and it runs with around 13 gigabytes of VRAM for default settings. I'm running this workflow with an RTX 5080, just for you to know. This is also the new architecture for it, but this should also work with your RTX 30 series or RTX 40 series. Anyway, so effectively the first step we need to do is you can now already install the wheels. Here that we also have it for Python 3.12 actually. And you can always check which Python version you have in your folder just by going to Python embedded and then run the Python.x file. And as you can see here, it's 3.12.10, and this is telling us then that we need to use the wheels that actually have the 3.12 Python. So to do that is also very easy, because it's also provided here as comments. So we will go back to the directory over here, and here.
I wonder why there isn't any templates for Trellis. There is not a single official workflow to do it. Okay, I guess that's enough. That's enough for today. I'll have to check offline which I believe I was watching this video. I wanted to use this.
Here's the crazy part. It was actually faster than running the full model. Not slower, faster. And I will show you exactly how to set it up, how to find the best settings for your GPU, and much more. Having said that, let's get into it.
And it's 2 months ago, so it should be.
Trellis2 is currently the best open source image to 3D generator out there. You get it a single image, and it gives you back a full 3D model with textures. But the problem has always been the hardware. Trellis2 is a 4 billion parameter model. That's massive. And to run it, you have needed around at least 10 to 12 gigabytes of VRAM most of the time. And I see these comments on literally every single video I post. Like, can I run this on my own GPU? What about 8 gigabytes of VRAM? What about 6 gigabytes? And so on. Well, no, there's finally a proper answer thanks to GGUF. GGUF is a compressed model format. And you can think of it like this. So you take a huge 4K video file and then compress it to 1080p. The file gets way smaller, it uses way less memory to play, and honestly, for most purposes, you can barely tell the difference. AeroX, huge shout out to him by the way, has created a ComfUI port that loads Trellis 2 in this GGUF format. It's based on the Trellis 2 repository by Visual Bruno, and the results are kind of insane. Not only does it use half the VRAM, it actually runs faster than the full model. And I will show you all the data now. And by the end of this video, you will have Trellis 2 GGUF installed and running. You will know exactly which settings to use for your GPU, and you will see with your own eyes that the quality difference is basically invisible. So let's set it up. Just a quick checklist before we start. So you will need an NVIDIA GPU with at least 6 GB of VRAM. So these are cards like, for example, the RTX 3050, RTX 4060.
I have to install this workflow in ConfigUI. It was user default. Nope.
You will also find a detailed Trellis 2 installation guide that I will post you down below, which will explain in detail how you can install ConfigUI Easy Install and the default Trellis 2 installation that you will need also for the GGUF version. You don't need to download any models manually. You can handle that automatically for you on the first run. Everything you need is basically linked in below. So let's install it step by step. Alright, so for the installation, first make sure to grab the installation script from pixel-artistry.com/Trellis2GGUF. Link will be also down below in the video description. You will then get a .bat file. Make sure to put it then into the add-ons folder and double click it once you have installed Trellis 2 and ConfigUI Easy Install. And now, as you can see, it's doing its thing. Basically, it's pulling in the AeroX GGUF port, installing all the dependencies we need, the wheels, the custom nodes, so basically everything we need for this installation. You basically don't need to touch anything. Just mention this might take a few minutes depending on your internet speed. So now, the GGUF port has a built-in model manager, but on some systems, the auto download can't fail because of a version mismatch in the hacking face library. So I've made a separate model downloader script that bypasses that entirely. Just make sure to go back to the right folder and get the second .bat file from the same link that you will find at pixel-artistry.com/Trellis2GGUF. It's called download_Trellis2_GGUF.bat. Drop it then into the same add-ons folder. So for the installation.
Okay, I will leave it for tomorrow. Workflows. I wanted to empty search workflow switch. Huh. I don't remember which folder was for the workflow, but okay, I got working. ConfigUI, I found the correct video I want to use to install the Trellis, and we'll check tomorrow once I have a proper image for model. Okay, I guess nothing more from ConfigUI. Okay, going offline for now. Trellis 2.0. That's all in the video description. Okay. Or let me just watch it to the end for today, so I'll know what to do tomorrow.
Make sure to put it then into the add-ons folder and double click it once you have installed Trellis 2 and ConfigUI Easy Install. And now, as you can see, it's doing its thing. Basically, it's pulling in the AeroX GGUF port, installing all the dependencies we need, the wheels, the custom nodes, so basically everything we need for this installation. You basically don't need to touch anything, just let it run. Just to mention this might take a few minutes depending on your internet speed. So now, the GGUF port has a built-in model manager, but on some systems, the auto download can't fail because of a version mismatch in the hacking face library. So I've made a separate model downloader script that bypasses that entirely. Just make sure to go back to the right folder and grab the second .bat file from the same link that you will find at pixel-artistry.com/Trellis2GGUF. It's called download_Trellis2_GGUF.bat. Drop it then into the same add-ons folder and double click. It will then automatically download all the GGUF model files for you, the configs, the encoders and decoders and so on. So basically everything you need. Make sure then to let it run through and grab a cup of coffee because it might take a few minutes. So once that is done, we can then start and launch ConfigUI and to load the workflow. Once we then have ConfigUI open, you might see some alerts and in the latest ConfigUI version even some red error messages. Just make sure, don't worry about them, those are mainly complaints by ConfigUI, not instantly finding the models. Now, one more important thing, if you have been using my previous Trellis 2 workflows, those ones won't work directly with the GGUF nodes. There are a couple of different parameters, so make sure to use the workflows that I have prepared for you. You will find them again in the video description. So these are made for the GGUF because those are specifically made for the GGUF nodes and they will work basically out of the box. Once we have then the ConfigUI workflow open, you will see that here's the key difference because instead of the standard Trellis 2 model loader, we are using here the GGUF node model node. And just take a quick look at this dropdown where you can see that we can choose here different quantization levels. So we have got Q4, Q5, Q6 and Q8 plus the full safe tensor option. So here's what I can recommend you based on your GPU and what came out of my test. So if you have got 6 GB of VRAM, go with the Q4 model because that's basically the sweet spot. It was peaking around 6.1 GB of VRAM in my testings. If you have got 8 to 12 GB, you can easily go with the Q4 to Q8 model. Both are actually faster than the full model anyway. And in case you got 16 gigs or more, honestly, you can use Q8, which would be my recommendation because in most cases in my test it was faster than the full default model that you usually get from Trellis 2, and the quality is in most cases still identical. As a quick check, fact, make sure that at this point you should see the webflow loaded with the GGF node model and node at the top. And now we can finally generate, because I'm going to use this character that you might recognize from my earlier video, so we can directly compare. To get started, I will select here the Q4 KN model, the lowest and most compressed option, because I want to show you the worst case scenario first. Now, before I hit generate, let me pull up the task manager so you can see exactly what's happening with the VRAM. And watch the VRAM usage here. So it's climbing and it's peaking around 6 to 6.5 gigabytes of VRAM. That's it on a 6 gig card, which is barely fit, but in the end it fits.
I don't need speed VRAM patchman, multi-view support. What's a multi-view support?
So if you're wondering whether multi-view generation works with the GGF version, yes, it does. Same GGF loader, just make sure to feed it multiple reference images. I've, by the way, also included the multi-view workflow as well on pixel-artistry.com/Travis2GGF. You can, by the way, of course, also always yourself exchange the Travis2 model loader with the GGF one and then reconnect the nodes to the existing workflows that we tested out in the previous workflows in my videos. But the question is, of course, where does it actually behave? Because on my 5080 with 16 gigabytes of VRAM, I can push it all the way to the highest resolution with 50 samples and increase mesh refiner samples before hitting the limit. But this, of course, always depends on the complexity of input image as well. So a simple prop will use less VRAM than a detailed character with lots of fine geometry. On 6 gigs, definitely make sure to stick with the default settings in the workflow. Those models was, by the way, generated locally for free on 6 gigabytes of VRAM, faster than the full model, and with quality you honestly can't tell apart. And this is, of course, great because in case you have a less strong GPU, you can still run Travis2 and test it out yourself. So make sure to grab the installer from pixel-artistry.com/Travis2GGF. I actually had the idea to also create a compatibility list for our community, so definitely make sure to drop your GPU model down below and which platform you use, so that will then have hopefully everyone, and I will then exclusively share it in the Discord. So now getting the mesh is really only half the story, because what you do with it after is where it gets really exciting. So in my next video, I'm going to show you a completely new local retexturing workflow using projection texturing in PoE, so you can take these meshes and give them proper high quality textures, all local and free to use. So make sure you are subscribed with the bell on so you don't miss that one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Okay, so that's what I'll be doing next time. And today, for now, I will be playing the game. I will be playing a game now. So let me save the view here. Let me switch this. Go to this. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. Ah. Why does it open? Not in the place that I want to. No. Hey, finally we can play some games. Unless I won't be able to log in. Huh? What? Like, how am I from Texas? Something is no, yes. Ah, not again. Options. Let me grab the music volume a bit. Interesting. So I was able to connect to London, but not. Whatever. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. To recruit the Malekith, I need to go to Galley Gates. Which level 61? Do I have anything of use? 60 number of tries, 3 complete decision, try to grant decision. I would do that gladly, but let's first continue with the campaign. Sell Kari Sanctuary. Is there anything left for me there? No. I cleared that.
Speak up!
Okay. Let's continue to Galgate. Body. What a lovely scene!
Will of the Malekith! Rocco!
Did I pick Waystone tier 1?
I need more time! Die forgotten!
Damn. Those are just imps. Yes, I'm not ready. Mobs.
I can't do that yet. Gold! Thank you!
I get something on my throat. Damn.
Not yet! Earth from people!
I probably should do things as fast as possible instead of wandering around. Still. Still. I have no idea what to choose. Cold resistance. I came all the way up here. Skeleton. This skill is probably very useful. Lightning damage. Cold damage. Tribute spells. Maximum life is 1, no chaos and no bleeding. It's a volatility. No idea. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go either way. Which one is more interesting? It's not over. That's the way to go. I'll have another jewel socket. If I go this way. Keep.
I fear no fighter.
Hi. Let me check it because cold resistance. Oh, I cannot use this. Huh. Second pick. Oh. No, I lost additional 3 field. Nothing here. Oh no. The best way to die, being killed by lag.
Power never dies. It merely changes hands. I can't do that yet.
Emerald ring. Accuracy. Nothing for me.
Get back!
Agent something.
Not yet!
Nothing that can increase the armor.
Victory is mine.
I want to get the
I can't do that yet.
Oh, I have Abyssal Breach here. To pick that. Oh, okay, I don't have to go inside. Even better. No, going inside would give me more drop.
Die! Horror!
Backlund, nothing for me. Still, I'm worth something.
I do not fear you, fire spawn.
Quite predictable. The range was great.
I need more time. None of you.
For now, I didn't manage to dodge the last attack, but still manageable. The more I play, the more confident I feel in my defenses. Which makes me a worse player.
Go, take you. Now your blaze is but smoke.
Turkey Mark. Oh, I didn't check if there was any points of interest on the previous map.
Too long have the Faradun bent beneath the Marrakech boot heel. We were penned to the desert's edge, called lesser, denied even the right to exist. Every revolt broke upon the same stone. No legitimacy, no voice the Akaras would heed. So I made a new covenant. Zarok, keeper of the ages, showed me the path through the trial of the Sekemas, and lent me the strength to walk it. I passed. The first Faradun in history. In that moment, the lie of our illegitimacy died. When I take the mantle of Sekima of Sekimas, every Akara will be bound by oath and custom to obey me. Not just the Marrakech, not just the Faradun, all of the Bastiri. They will not dare question my rule. And with Zarok's gift, I will unite this land beneath my banner. For all time.
We'll see. Oh, wait. Check it already. Can I or can I not? No. Not here. Not here. Okay, let's continue. Those guys.
Have you no shame?
It's a real good cleaning technique. Cross game. So here I only got the red obelisk, whatever it means.
All before me.
Okay. Second side of the map. Just two of you. Not much of an effort. Bam! Easy. Easy peasy. Not a challenge at all. Oh.
I need more time. Die forgotten. I can't do that yet.
Waystone. What are those waystones? Accidentally placing is going to craft something. Ultimate life flask. What's mine? Transcendent. Maybe it's worth trying to crafting something, but I got the low level currency for trading crafting, so I can I can play with low level items. Maybe something will eventually pop up.
Feel the chill.
Actually, I could, instead of going further to crit, I could invest in frost resistance. Not resistance, how do they call it? Frost penetration. Yeah, penetration will be my thing, I guess. If I'm only a single element guy.
Didn't break a sweat.
What was that?
Power locked away.
Nice. Oops.
I need more time.
Yeah.
I have no space for that.
What do you mean? Now you have. Oh, some cool.
I have long considered it a mistake to bind souls to Varius. Not only is the punishment egregious, but it allows them to persist long past their time. Zarok achieved many great things during the war against the Abyssals, but his ambition outgrew his sense. Now he remains to torment us, when he should have passed from this world long ago. He worked closely with the Tail Women of the era, and stole their wisdom, becoming the first chronomancer. If he has lent his powers to Asmadi, this will not be a simple contest of strength. It will be far more dangerous than that. Thank you.
Speak up.
Oh, it has enough increased spell damage, but it has increased lightning damage. This might be a good item to trade. Increase movement speed, evasion and energy shield. Okay. More life, movement speed and an energy shield. Cold resistance, lightning resistance, stone threshold. 2.5 life regeneration. Oh. Fire resistance. I have negative fire resistance. Maximum life. How much? Now it's a good item for me, so maybe it will be.
I will tell your tale.
If it wasn't for. If it wasn't for life regen, which I already have sacrificed enough, I probably should have picked it. Skill 14. Okay. Ice Nova. Ice Nova for sure. Not sure what this does. Okay. New. Okay. I can already sell that. There's
Hello.
no need to. Leeching on spell damage. This is a good stuff. Problem.
Do not wander.
I might sell it for something later. But I need frost damage. My luck. I would have to reroll to lightning mage, which I don't want to do. I invested so much in this build, so I will keep it.
It merely changes hands.
Sujaido.
This is where the gifting would normally be enacted. It seems they have made their way into the sacred chamber. This could bode ill for Rashi. I will open the way. Make haste.
Did I miss something? The whole map is cleared. Right. There's something. But that probably leads to nowhere.
A place to honor the Sekemos of old.
Okay. Call down recovery rate. That's the only skill that requires a cooldown. Movement speed is really energy shield, or I'll go probably with elemental resistance.
Let her wisdom guide my path.
Okay, so I can choose and switch. Yeah, I'll go with resistance. Yeah, I doubt that I'll find it here, but whew, I was able. Good, I haven't missed it. It's a nice buff. Real nice.
Will of the Marrakech. I need more time.
Okay. Yet another one. This here is also... This path here is also intriguing. Yeah, but I'm fixated on crits. Let me check what jewel socket I can get. And what is more, I can leave for now the buckler.
How can I...
Young one.
I probably need to learn what's good for other classes, because I'm disenchanting probably some good items without knowing them. Okay, what have I got? Increase mark skills, increase evasion, increase charm effect, attack speed, increase attack damage. It's a pin build up that allows damage to build up pin once a minions have increased maximum life instantly. Bleeding them, damage with plant skills. Not a single. To be honest, I could also leave it in stash. This is such a useless gem for me. Ah.
Dry, but not lifeless.
Okay, sacred well. guessing that's an item to take it away.
Get back!
A single drop, yet potent.
Vial of secret water. Sure. Probably there'll be somewhere second checkpoint, so I can use that too. Oh! I'm running out of mana now. Probably it would be good to buy some fuel for mana right now.
Not yet. Okay, nice. Another checkpoint. Okay.
I can try crafting rare items, but I need to save some exotic ores. Should have used that jump teleport to the other. Oh well. Oh well.
Not yet.
Let's use the checkpoint to go to this well. Alchemy. Is this like double boss? Oh wait, yeah. Snap.
Hold, Jin. The ritual is almost complete.
So here we go.
Your people cast mine into shadow. Now we rise! Time distorts. Astrom a minute. Our time is now. Drop where you stand.
Okay.
I am Legion.
To run a bit.
Death from every angle.
Okay.
Our time is now.
Piercing thought!
shoot, 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 shoot.
I can't do that yet.
Watch where you stand.
I don't see him. Ah, that's the problem.
Death from every angle. Let the tail women sing of your fall.
What was that movement? Shit. He really ended me bad.
Endure, Rashi. The desert's thirst dies today. Your people cast mine into shadow. Now we rise!
I didn't even get it.
The Paradon shall rise! Embrace your destiny. It is mine to claim. Our time is now. The Faradon shall rise. Death from every angle.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to...
Our time is now. Rot where you stand. From every angle.
What?
Rot where you stand.
Again.
Death from every angle. The Faradon shall rise. Our time is now. From every angle.
What? I don't understand these skills.
From every angle. Our time is now.
You can be whatever you want. Come on, 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 come on. So close, yet so far.
For the prince denied his
Okay,
throne.
second attempt wasn't so.
Asala's throne is not yours to claim.
It is done. The first barrier is safe. I will take it back to the surviving Sarkari.
No. We must conduct the gifting of water as soon as possible.
You would still enact a ritual after such disruption?
Yes. Greater things are at stake. The Marquette must unify so that we can go to war. Let us return and prepare.
Was impressive work. You may not see the Order of the Jinn in Oriath, but we'll be there, doing what we can. May you have warm nights on your journey.
Okay. Oh. Kima Reservoir. Blood Bilge. Kima Reservoir. There's a boss here. The question is, can I find him? I don't know. It's just like I was in every corner of the map and I can't see anything else. Oh, that pains me.
You shame all! Die, forgotten!
I'm not willing to search for him now. I don't know if I'm leaving any points on the table, but yeah, it's late.
How can I be of it? Do whatever it...
Young one, I knew you would not let us down. In turn, we will not let you down. The Marraketh have been roused to war, and it is war we shall bring. If this is the end of times, then we will forge one last great tale to tell before Nekrata. The sum total of life's meaning. and it will be glorious. To Oriath, young one.
Okay. I can try to craft those. I was supposed to save Exalted Orbs. How much? Those are better, but my life recovery per second is 20 for 1,000.
What?
Good enough. I think fire damage, cold damage, amulets, pearl damage, strength, relative strength. Nope, sorry.
The gifting of water went well. We are ready. I will make preparations. We shall meet you in King's March. Outfit yourself for battle.
some good items. Ah,
A fine armor.
let's play with upgrades, why not?
You have your orders.
And let the lottery begin. Trash.
Careful, Story. Stay inside.
Quality of a skill gem. What does it mean that it improves the quality of a skill gem? Hmm? Okay. Chance to echo. Fusion remnants are nothing useful. Quite low level jewelry, but it's hard to get anything better. Oh well.
nothing of this Orient. But if you need us, we will answer. If I am to die in this war, I will do so gladly, as part of a family. I can wait. I will take this. Calm day.
Okay. So I guess I finished the interlude. But I didn't find the blood bilge. Did see yet another boss that I didn't find.
How can I be of aid?
Well, at this point, let's
Let us seek out Doriani's reserves, whatever they may be.
Before us stands Mount Crier, the most isolated peak in the Azmiri Ranges. At its summit, you will find the Quachik Vault. There is no predicting the state of those within. If their discipline and loyalty endure after all these generations, they will know us by a certain phrase. Tell them, the time of the sparrow has come.
I will give them this message.
If they will not listen, I will come to assist you. Remember, subdue them, but do not kill them. They will fight for us one way or another. Quickly.
Okay, so he has the same rings.
In my youth, all I wanted was power. I was the smartest, the sharpest. I rose to prominence on sheer force of will. Once I became the right hand of Queen Azmiri, I realized that the system of merit I believed in was an illusion. Knowledge and science were merely ruthless tools for the nobles in their mad quest for eternal dominion. I had no power. I was a slave. From then on, I spent every spare moment secretly pursuing ways to save my people. I placated Azmiri and the nobles by day, but fought a war against death itself by night. The flesh, the soul, machinery, time itself. No possibility was left unexplored. If all else failed, that is what the Quachik Vault was for. Should the entire world be ravaged by the cataclysm, some Val would still remain, deep in the most remote mountain. The final and most desperate contingency. I am wary now after hearing about the people living in Sunken Utzal in your era. Isolation and containment drove them to horrific ends. There were systems put in place in Quachik to avoid such problems, but the vault was never intended to last this long. If the people in the vault are still healthy and sane after all this time, it will be proof that the Val are indeed worthy of my extreme efforts. If they are not, I already suspect what might have gone wrong. The cataclysm came sooner than I'd hoped. The full complement of originally intended inhabitants was not achievable. I had to fill out the ranks with some candidates that I had previously ruled out due to their religious proclivities. Blood rituals and sacrificial rites were not uncommon in the Empire, but I disdain such wastefulness. More than that, religion tends to spread in confined spaces. I can only hope sanity has prevailed within the vault. Go.
Just between us, the existence of this Quachik Vault gives me pause. How many other plans does Doriani have in motion? Keep your eyes open. I am struggling to reconcile two men. One is history's greatest monster, maligned across Rayclast's written and oral traditions. The other is a man we brought back from the past, one who portrays himself as desperately trying to save his people. Are they one and the same? He accepts responsibility for the things he has done, claiming they were necessary. I suppose I have no moral high ground to stand on. Oriani could not have done any of what he did if I had not grown the beast. Move swiftly.
Okay. Okay.
Good day to you. I'm Hilda. Been roaming the world for some time now, hunting all manner of beasts. And as soon as I get my arse back to Mount Crier, it's all turned to shite. My tribe has fled the region. Someone was roughing them up. I got one guess who. Lythara, a skilled hunter from a neighboring tribe, has lost her mind. She and her followers drove my people out, and she turned on her own. I'd sort her out myself, but she packs quite a punch. If you're heading up the mountain, you'll have to deal with her. But there's something else I'd ask of you. There's one beast I've not been able to best. A yeti, deep within the caves of Mount Crier. A truly fearsome bastard. Many claim to have seen him, just not up close. One thing's certain, though. You'll hear him. Oh, an unmistakable howl against the icy winds. Seek him out, slay him, and bring me his tusks. I'll make it worth your while. Outstanding. Be careful. He's a tough bugger. The spirit is a load of codswallop, if you ask me. Have nothing more to say on it. All right then, you nosy blighter. Let me tell it as it is. I'm a hunter, I run the woods, the fields, and I've tracked many beasts. Yet I've never heard a voice or saw a light leading me. It's always just been me. Alone. The spirit stayed silent when my dear brother lay starving. Nor did it light up the night when my ailing mother was lost to the wilderness. Even if it does exist, what use is it? In a world brimming with pain and misery. For nothing. There's living Val in Mount Crier. Well, I'll be damned. The stories are true. It's not some children's tale from the elders, but a yarn we weave on the winter solstice. Many generations ago, a Val named Uramoti came to us and wanted to buy a mountain from the Izmiri. You can't buy a mountain, it's nonsense. They simply exist. So we let him pass. Countless Val marched up there, trying to capture Mount Crier. Well, they busied themselves, certainly, as eventually they went silent. We assumed they died up there, trying to buy the mountain from the sky. Perhaps they did make a deal, but with Prospero instead. He'd be the type to sell you a mountain.
Prospero.
Been hunting that yeti in the proper season these last 5 years. Oh, he's a shifty one. I follow his howl, but I think he knows. I think he's got the sense. I bet he feels the hair on his neck stand up when I'm on his trail. He'll never feel you coming, though. Doesn't know your scent. Any beasts about? Try your luck.
Randoms. Okay. She has randoms.
Go well.
Darwin. Ashen Forest. So we can only go to the Ashen
Welcome
Forest.
to Mount Crier. Not the friendliest speaking the Rangers. Keep your footing, keep your wits. You might just leave with both intact. If not, well, these slopes are littered with folk who made the same mistake. After anything in particular? I know the one. Once a proud hunter, now lost to madness. Put her kin to the spear, because the spirit told her to. So she says. More likely the snake. If you could deal with her, you'd be doing us all a favor. And probably her as well. Some call him a genius. Others, a monster. The truth is usually somewhere in between. Me. I say power like his comes with a cost. And it's never the one wielding it who pays. Remember that the next time you go thinking you're on the same side. I am troubled by stories of deception. By voices that are not the spirit. Is there someone out there misleading us? Whispering in our ears? Leading us to our dooms? It sounds like our stories of the snake. But of that, I know little. Hasn't troubled us for generations. An elder would know better than I. The land provides.
Okay. So that will be enough for today. Thanks everyone for visiting. Oh, level 69. Okay. KKK. KKK. So, that'll be all for today's stream. Again, thank you everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.